everyone. I just did a quick stop so I can get on here and kind of introduce myself. For those who don't know me, my name is Candace Orphey. I'm also known as Briscoe. Quick summary: I am a mother, a wife, and I'm also a student at AIU that is proceeding from my bachelor's in business to now pursuing into my master's in business. I am also a travel nursing assistant as well as owning my own travel agency for leisure and things of that sort. But my main focus in my travel agency is for restoration destinations because I do mental consults to help others in their healing process because I'm very big on that. Definitely with certain circumstances that happened in my life that took a toll on me, and I knew that I wanted that change, so I looked more into my mental health. A lot of people refuse to realize that, but in order to change your mindset, you have to seek sources, not only through therapy, but the main source is God. So realistically, at some point, I just wish a lot of people will dig deep in themselves and realize that and work on that in order to overcome and see that change successfully. To give you guys a better feel on a little bit more insight on who I am. Although to some I am like that shoulder to cry on, that listener. I'm definitely that motivator. I love seeing people succeed. That's just a big thing for me. And I'm also, of course, an advisor. But through every level in my life, I had realized I was my own supporter. And that was what made things so unhealthy for me because I didn't know there were actually people just as I who are really genuinely worried about others and wanting to see others happy and succeeding. Which has others feel as though I am more of that old soul with the little sense of humor. But I feel that was installed in me through my beautiful grandmother, Medea. It's as though this woman was like your every woman, like literally. I think I've never seen this woman even show like her battles because it was never revealed. And although I know some, throwback, we know our, grandparents and people of age, they didn't really like to share their issues, but as I got older, I understood why some things aren't healthy to keep in, but for every battle, some things it just takes that solitude and that one-on-one with our higher source to actually have that liberation of moving on and doing what you need to do to get things done, kind of what I'm saying. So like I've always basically learned from her, and I'm not gonna lie, it was just like an automatically installed growth spurts of when I had to learn my lessons. And I also had to learn that it happens differently in different forms for everybody because everybody's timing of learning certain lessons get blocked. So therefore everybody's timing won't be on the same track, but that is why I feel like us speaking volume into others as encouragement will be more of like that hand to hold in these journeys we're going on, because some people don't even have that, and I want to be that type of personnel that you feel as though if I'm not doing it for you, at least one of these powerful women are recreating a new image in his image. It's like the greatest mission that I feel like us as humans should always want to achieve. But also knowing that you can be wise in knowing a lot, but you're even wiser when you know there's always room for even more growth or improvement. That's why it's better that we unite in a group form, because we're greater together. To some, I may be even that, I'll admit that lesson learned, for their greater. Because through certain experiences, I had to realize that my timing of growth spiked up before them, and I seemed like the outcast because I started the trauma bonding with them, but then I realized what was going on, and I wanted a different atmosphere and a different outcome for my children. And being out of the bunch, having different responsibilities, that kind of understanding kind of caused a lot of clashing. But everything has to happen in everybody's timing, and it's not in ours, it's really his. So I don't have any unforgiving feels on anyone that I outgrown, and I pray they all are doing better, or recreating the mindset for positive things and making it into betterment, because that's what we live. This is the whole point in living a life, to not just feel like every day is doomsday. That's not what we are here for. We are champions. We are built to be winners. And it doesn't matter if you having that gloomy day. Remember, that gloomy day don't last out. We all know this. They don't last long, so don't make them last longer. That's why I love when Michael Jordan quoted, "I failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." And that quote alone is basically me, y'all. And I know it's someone out there who's watching me right now on this video. I know you can relate to that. It's that drive. It's not necessary, because I'm big on, don't do things to prove things to other people. Don't try to get validation from another human who's still trying to learn themselves. Because then you'll forever just keep falling back hill and declining. You're not going to ever realize the goal and your vision, because you're steady trying to prove instead of improving on yourself. So let's keep that in mind. And also know that changing the fact that we are going to have our times of being unsuccessful, the first, second time, or third, it's going to happen. But it ultimately, the biggest thing is, and what matters the most, is that you build the strength, and then you acknowledge that you can do it all with a change mindset. Learning to embrace failures is never freaking easy. It's a process, and you're gonna hear those words repeatedly, because I need people to understand when things are repeated, it's a sign that you need to catch on to it. It should be a ring in your ear. It's a process, but you have the ability to shift your mindset into a positive direction, because that's the only route to see that better outcome. Because failure is going to always be a part of actually being success in anything you're trying to do. Because it's called learning and relearning. It's having that grit, that drive. That's what it does. So it's going to come, but you need to be prepared for it. So when you feel as though battles can't be won, remember to only view failure as being an asset, should I say. And I feel like when you get that mind frame of it just being an asset and not a definite need of life, making it be that meaning of life, then you will improve to learn or do better. Because it does make you do better. So I won't keep you all long. I just wanted you to get something out of today, because I felt like I don't speak more often on here. I do on YouTube, but I don't post me speaking amongst peers and all. So I decided to come on here and let you know who I am, get a little feel razzle dazzle of me, and I'm hoping you all have wonderful, wonderful, fulfilling days ahead. Okay? So, much love. Until another time. Bye.